Did you know Jesus defines Holy Spirit? In Mark chapter 13, verse 11, the yellow highlighted text that you see, Jesus teaches sometimes the words people say are not their own words. The words are from or by Holy Spirit. And in Matthew chapter 10, verse 20, Jesus teaches, Holy Spirit is our Father's word speaking from your mouth. Now I did some editing in the blue and green highlighting and the word in, and I had to add the word through because we have 4 examples of our Father's words. The first example, Luke chapter 1, verse 67, tells us when Zacharias declared John's the Baptist's life, these words had to be said by our Creator, for he prophesied John's life. The second example we have is Luke chapter 1, verse 41, when out of Elizabeth's mouth she declared Mary's son is blessed. These 2 verses prove their words were our Creator's words coming from their mouths. The third and fourth example are in Luke chapter 12, verse 12, and Matthew chapter 12, verse 28, where Jesus teaches our Creator's words will be said in their mind, and then they are to say his words. Other examples of our Creator's words coming to their mind are in the Hebrew text, where the prophets are being told to go out, and then our Creator will tell them what to say. Thus, Jesus teaches us there is no Trinity. All right, I guess I'll start with 26 today, and I guess I'll show you it. Well, I guess I better show you. I don't know if people are actually filled in on what I'm doing yet. So what I'm doing is looking for either a 3-verse or a 4-verse format that you can see over my head. And this is the 3-verse, so let me explain this. This is a statement, and then these 2 connect to explain this statement, and then repeats itself, or repeats a like paragraph. So this here is a paragraph, and then this is a paragraph, and you can see I have like a double spacing here. That means that these 2 are hooked together, maybe to even say that they're a large paragraph, and then the text continues, and this is what we see here, or this is what you're seeing go all the way through the text. So you can see down here, this didn't have a second set, so I said I'll enter it by saying there is text here that's missing. Now, I'm going to start with 26. So I think it was the last 2 that they were all thrown out. So what I do for that, you can see I have some ways to note whether I'm getting rid of text, like the blue highlighted, and I will explain other editing mark as I start off. But other than that, this is going to be 26 and then 27. Decided to start doing a 2 a day this way, 2 chapters at a time every time I stream. So these videos are going to be rather long, probably up to 3.5 hours. So just to let you know, warning ahead of time. So if you want to see what actually the text looks like, or certain parts of it, just scroll through, and at some point I will have more PDFs to be seen by the link that you'll find in the YouTube description. Right now there's Psalms there, and then the collection of the books, and I'm going to be putting all these books that I'm doing into correct order. Now, the last time I did this was 2001, 2022, and I realized how good I was getting at these formats that I wanted to make sure that this was the time to do them as accurate as I can. So I've already done all the compiling and stuff. So, but this is Isaiah. And to let you know who Isaiah is, he's a prophet, and he's at this time right here. Okay, so this is the timeline that the text is telling us using these two kings' names, although they're used in other kings' names, but this is kings for Judah, and these are the kings for Israel, and you can see the nation Israel is going to go into captivity, so we have some prophecies here talking about Syrians coming down. And then I have text that's already been done that says that there's going to be no kings, but it doesn't say for 5 years. So that information is yet to appear. Now, that might appear in Kings. Okay, so if you know anything about the Bible, it is not in order, and it is scrambled and hard to read. And it's hard to read because they're covering up the hidden formats. Once you see how beautiful the text is, that'll tell you that the first writers wrote these that I'm finding, because I could not create them through the text. Especially when you see an order of like 6 or 8 groups of 2. They're actually a psalm is what they call them. One psalm and then another psalm. So it's kind of like these are together psalms, and then you write multiple psalms. In the day, the song will be sung. They have to say like this, and I don't think this exists. The song will be sung in the land for Judah. Now, when I'm changing a word, I use this kind of notation. I get rid of this word and adding this word. When I'm adding a word completely on its own, if it's a small word, I'm saying, okay, I can use that in red highlight and italic. Oh, I forgot to explain the formatting. What you see in all of these is 2 major words. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm connecting them with the least amount of words to make them read smoothly. So that's what I'm doing when I'm combining these right now, or what I'm looking for. Okay, so now usually I symbol Judah as by good or bad text, or for the writer to understand the difference between whether it's talking about the male Judah or the nation Judah when it's good, or when the nation is bad. And what I do is I have these notations right here. Good, bad, and then when I need to add the text. So let me just take this, stick it over here so I have a cheat sheet I can get to, so I can edit that quicker when needed. So now we have a strong city. He sets up walls and ramparts for. Okay, now the word ramparts for security. Ramparts are usually things that the text tells us that the enemy is besieging the city, and they're going to build these things up. So let's see. Maybe I've been using the word rampart. Yeah, see, this is Okay, for security. But they have to be walls for security. Because I guess I've got to check on this word later when I'm doing the text, because that seems to be strange. That I thought the enemy was bringing ramparts, meaning like scaffolding and then bring it to the wall to climb over the wall or invade the wall. So, yeah, I put all my notes there when I'm talking to people. I had a guy come from Nepal lately, which is probably... I have a lot of people coming from India, by the way, but Nepal is the first one from Nepal, I believe. We have a strong city. This is the song. We have a strong city. This word's wrong. Set up walls. What the hell does that mean? Built up walls. No, I'm actually adding this word, so that's what that'll look like. So I'm changing this word with built up walls. And ramparts. I tell you what, I actually need to see what this looks like in a picture. As how is it presented? See images. Oh, they're towers. Here they're showing towers with ramparts. Okay, at the top it looks like they have ramparts are openings. For battlement with built up walls having that helps. Having ramparts. I'm going to put openings here. This is what I don't want 12-year-olds to read a word and then go to a secular dictionary. It's hard enough for me to look it up. I thought I now have to go search all those words that I've done. And I thought I knew every word in the Bible. That's odd. Okay. Now you know I'm a failure. We have a strong city with set up walls, having openings for security. But this is the problem with this is it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. The why I'm saying that is because there's a prophecy that, well, I know from the text I've already done, the walls were broke down in battle, and then later our Creator says when He sends the people back, the survivors back, to rebuild His house in Jerusalem, it's not going to have fortified walls. And this is saying that it's going to have fortified walls. Unless I say without walls having openings for security, that would make it true without. And I would have to say I have to add that. And say that this is out. Having a strong city without walls, having openings for security. That corrects what the prophecy of our Creator is going to be. So I can see that as being truthful. I better save that before I get carried away. Okay. Now, here to brag a little bit more with it, I would have to use the word like with open gates. With open gates. For the righteous to enter. Now, righteous. If you use a secular dictionary, that word, you'd be completely wrong. Righteous means one who is most obedient to our Creator. So that's what the word righteous means here in the Hebrew text. For the righteous to enter. And remains faithful. Now, why I'm going to keep this is because the agreement with our Creator is the 12 commandments. And if you don't obey the 12 commandments, that's why they were sent into captivity. So, and yes, there are 12 commandments. I know what I'm saying. So here, for you who have never actually studied the Bible, okay, there they are right there. Exodus 20 verses 1 through 17, 12 of them. And also that you needed a sin offering if you didn't obey even one of these. Therefore, these are sins, and there are only 12 sins. So now you learned a lot right there. With open gates for the righteous to enter. And remained faithful to Him. And by Him is our Creator. And with a steadfast mind. This means to always keep our Creator in mind. Like, I'm not gonna go listen to the pagan world and say that there is even such a thing as other gods, because that or even a false god. So faithful to Him, and with a steadfast mind. Because these two have to hook together. I got them spaced. This is going to be spaced. With a steadfast mind. Just making sure the punctuation is there. With a steadfast mind. They will keep perfect is wrong. Peace is wrong. This is wrong. This is right. Because you got to have more than just one. And it's not the one you're talking about here, because this is going to be in the future. And they'll all be dead, so none of them can have the word you here. They will keep the peace. Because they will keep the peace. I'm going to get rid of the word because, for the simple fact that I want our Creator's name here. And since I want it so bad, I will say I'm adding it. For they trust, not YV, they trust Him. They trust YV. They will keep the peace, for they trust YV. Now those go together. And by trusting me, now here I'm going to put Him. Forever. Okay, now here is one of the rarest sentences and why they have a problem. Let me show you this. They're using the title God, and then they would have had the title Lord here. So where's my mouse? Up here. Now I'm going to take you to the concordance and show you something that's really something. See here how the word they have Lord, and it's His name, and then here they have Yah, and they made Yah as a title here. So let me see if I can. I gotta see if I got this thing set up right. Let's see. F12. All right, I got a screenshot. Okay, because it's awfully hard to get a screenshot. This is the second computer here. So this and this, see what happens? They got rid of creators, or really the name of the king from Israel. Yah is Jesus's name they give Jesus, okay? So that's what they had. That's what they, no, I was thinking it was going to be Yat. It was going to be our creator's name twice. Yeah, wrong mouse again. I thought it was going to be 3 times in a row, but here it is. Yeah. Okay, so let me come back here and show you that. That's one of the things I haven't set up yet. Later in this chapter, or later in Isaiah 38:11, this is King Hezekiah's words, and he's talking about, I will not see Yah in the land of the living. And you know they were to wait for Jesus. So this is the second use that I can find that specifically point out Yah as Jesus. But here it is Yah, and we know that it's Jesus. So the text will be read. They will trusting forever. We have an everlasting rock. I don't like calling Jesus a rock. Okay, so what? See, they used it as a rock. Look how many times they called Jesus a rock. 10, 11 times. Strength. But they used strength once, and they didn't want to, they wanted to make sure that Jesus is called a rock. So here, if I use the word strengthen, let's put it in just to see what it has here. Oh, I got it. Okay. Good. This is what I did wrong. I was thinking that I was going to have to add Yah here at some point. Okay. And by trusting YV and forever in Yah. Can't use his name here now. We will have an everlasting rest. Now I'm going to put rest here because I've already got Jesus and he's not a rock. But rest I'm going to add, and this means living in heaven and a rest from the enemy, okay? We will have everlasting, we don't need this word. We will have everlasting rest. Because when you use the word everlasting, or maybe that isn't what it should be. Everlasting. Let's see what they used. I'd like a different word than everlasting. And this is still for everlasting. Forever. See, they used everlasting 150 times, 110 times, but 136. And I'm seeing 63 here and once. So I would like forever rest. In that way, they know, the reader will know, hopefully, forever rest, meaning heaven. So, but remember, in the 1611 preface, the translator said, you're only going to be able to take part in a heavenly nature. So if you, I'm running two different type of intros now. This one was to prove and let everybody know that what is Holy Spirit by Jesus's definition. So, and the other is to show you how bad the translators are actually boasting that that the study of the Bible, the text, is not to enter into heaven, not to be obedient to our Creator. For He's brought low those who live on high. This will be talking about Yah, for He will bring but who lives on high? That doesn't seem to be correct. In fact, it's almost like this next sentence, the unassailable city, He lays it low, and He lays low to the ground and casts it into the dust. That isn't what Jesus is going to do, so that's all wrong. I would have to put too much influence on this text. I'd have to change almost every word to make it something respecting and honoring Jesus. So, the foot will trample at the feet of the afflicted, the steps of the helpless. What will trample it? I guess it's the unassailable city. This doesn't belong here. The way of the righteous is smooth. The upright one makes the path of the righteous level. His life is righteous. To make our life no, there's too much wrong here. Indeed and dead. Yeah, I don't know why I got an A here. Indeed, the way of His judgments, YV. We have waited for this. Almost like sounds like part of the song. Yeah. I trust in YV and forever, and yeah, we will have forever rest. Now let's see, those connected. This is a separate, so I have to find a second part to this. So this would be that extra part. Mm-hmm. Is judgments. Judgments are for YV. Well, this was not supposed to be that color. It's supposed to be that color. As judgments are for YV. We wait for them eagerly. We wait for him eagerly. Your name. Well, this is not making sense here, these two. It actually wants to try to tie these to those two, or those words. So I need to say nope. Is the desire of our soul. That isn't, the desire is wrong. I don't see how I can add either one of these. So what I'm seeing is there's a missing verse here. And I see this out. Well, wait a second. Oh, does this all tie together here? Your name and memory is the desire of our soul. At night, my soul longs for you. Indeed, my spirit within me seeks. See, they don't know the spirit and the soul is the same thing, these writers. Indeed, my heart within me seeks diligently. When it experiences your judgment, inhabitants of the world learn righteousness. But that's a 4 verse. When the earth experiences his judgments, the races on earth learn of his righteousness. I'll put an S here right now. These are races. Earth. World would include water, so that's how I've separated those two words when they're talking about everything encompassing. Otherwise, it's on earth, meaning the land of the earth. It's the best way I can describe right now. Or that's what the text has been telling me, so and it's not the earth that's going to do this. See, they're using earth as the body, as your body. Experiences, not experiences, here's of, let me see here. This is 9. So, oh, they completely added that word. Isn't that unique? Strong didn't feel it was a strong enough word, but I'm thinking they would add that word here in 1611 preface, or in the King James, something like that, to get that word here. So it's when, okay, so that helps me out a lot. This is now out completely. This is out when, I don't know, maybe that is right now. When I wanted to put, because this is here, it's got to be his judgments. If after his judgments, I like the word after being used once. I don't care how many times the word when, that just doesn't, that isn't just right. It is more or less after, when Jesus does teach us. So after here, after his judgments, period, the races on earth, comma, will learn of his righteousness. Now that's got to be as truthful as you can be there. Okay. Now, his name will be remembered. Memory's got to be remembered. Whoops, I've got to up here. Let's see. This is 8. Remember twice. Remembrance twice. Okay. Well, I gotta do this. Your is name name will be will be well. I got. No, this is weird because I was thinking remembrance or remember. But when I see this one word over here, renown, I like that word too. His name will be renowned. 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 Um, Let me see what the secular world has here. The recognition will be recognized. His name will be recognized. I'll leave renowned. His name will be renowned. Period. This is wrong. This has got to be wrong here. This is wrong. You will be renowned. For our souls be in heaven. That's what Jesus is known as, the King who has a kingdom in heaven. His name will be renowned. For our souls the fuchsia colored words are words that they added in 1977 NSAB text. For our souls. For our souls to have rest. I got to put it in that way again. Knowing that Jesus is King in heaven, or our they will Seek. Seek is got to be used here. Seek. Okay. Okay, see, they got two Hebrew words here, seek diligently. But they're using those two Hebrew words here, so seek diligently is used once here. And then they've got the third word in it. But diligently seeks, earnestly seeks. Okay, so this word has to be changed to what I'm thinking here is earnestly. Let me show you that again over here. I'm using this one here, earnestly seek. Okay, that's what I did here. And they will earnestly seek him. For after his judgments, the races on earth will learn of his righteousness. This one has this one. These two are connected together. And then I've got a double space. Now this starts the next grouping. Well, the wicked are shown favor. He does not learn righteousness. He deals unjustly. The land of the uprightness does not perceive the majesty of YHVH. The land of uprightness, that would be the righteous, does not perceive the majesty. That's wrong. I don't need this. Those two aren't connecting together. YV, your hand is lifted up. They do not see it. They will see your zeal, and your people, and the people will be put to shame. It's not the people, it's the evil ones. Indeed, boy, I wonder if I did that and all. Sometimes I do that. I'll find search and then hit do all. I don't know why I did that though. Did I change E? I did that, but it seems that I did that. That's bugging me because there's a lot of books that I've done that I've already prepped, and that is going to be okay. Anyway, that's my problem. Where people are put to shame Indeed, fire will devour. Well, this is oversalted, as you can see. Okay. They'll see your zeal. I don't think they're going to consider seeing Jesus as our Creator's zeal. For the people will be put to shame. I don't see this. You will establish peace for us, since you have also performed for us all your works. Oh, they know our Creator establishes peace for them, since He, our Creator, has also performed for us. How did our Creator perform in all your works? This doesn't understand who our Creator is. Kind of lessened him, I think. Degraded him. Maybe, okay, now let's see here. The word God here is Elohim. And here, this word here is Lord, even though it's master sometimes. Okay. Our Creator. That's usually what I change the word Elohim to, is Creator. And I don't have that prepped yet, but I will tell you why. If you go and read all the 2,300 plus verses with the title God, and you go look and find Elohim after him, it does sound like the title Creator is more correct. And you can do that just on Genesis. Every time you see the title God, put in our Creator. Our Creator created the light. Our Creator created heaven. Our Creator created the land. Our Creator created everything. It just has a better title than the title God. YHVH, our Creator, is our Lord. This title is our Lord. You have guided us. I think that's within the shadow of the word, so you have guided us. This is out. Maybe our Creator is going, so we confess. So we confess. So we don't confess. We declare your name. We declare your name. The dead will not live. It's a dead body. Your soul lives forever. The dispersed souls will not rise. This is wrong. That is all wrong. That's You have to understand, our Creator made us in His image, and our Creator is. So now we are is. Okay. You're forever, and you can't do nothing about it. Okay. How's that? But this is. You have wiped out all the remembrance of them? No. Otherwise, we wouldn't have all the problems today. Increased our nations. You have increased the nations. You are glorified. Man cannot glorify our Creator. You have extended over all. You have extended all the borders of our land. That didn't happen. Extended the southern border. So maybe they sought you in distress. They can only whisper a prayer. Your chastening is upon them. No. As a pregnant woman approaches time of birth, she withers and cries out in her labor pains. Thus we are before you. Why? No. No. We are pregnant. we are pregnant. We wither in like giving birth. It is where only the wind. We could not accomplish deliverance for the earth nor the inhabitants. No. The dead will live, their corpses will rise, their bodies do not rise. That's just wrong. You who lie in the dust, awaken and shout your joy of your dew. Your dew of the dawn, the earth will give birth to you. The earth is going to give birth to them, to the departed souls. Well, we know this is not anything our creators taught them. They got their own mind and idea going on. That must be by the light they attained unto themselves. I'm saying some of the things that are written in the 1611 preface, and down in the description box on YouTube, I have that right at the bottom. So if you want to see how they call themselves atheists and they're editing the Bible, take a look at some of the words I've got highlighted. In fact, all the words I got highlighted. Come, my people, enter your rooms, close your doors behind you. Hide for a while, telling them, no, can't do that. But again, knowing the format. Behold, YV is about to come out of his place to punish. Over her slain. We got deity over her slain and deity over female deity. Okay. Now, let me take this. And get ready for 27 right after this one. But I want to put this here. Clean it up. And just go over what I've done here. In that day, it's almost like the day they're going to be reestablished in Judah. So, in the land for Judah, and this will have to be a capital L, meaning the promised land. And this should be Israel, Israel. L. This is the nation Israel. Okay, now in the land for Israel, no, that's wrong. In the promised land, the promised land is the land west of the Jordan River. Moses gave them that land for their inheritance, so it became part of the nation of Israel. But you have to understand the difference, because the promised land was land that they were sent out, the spies, to look over from Moses when they were in the Sinai. So you have to learn that to understand what I'm doing here in the promised land. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to change that right now. So I don't have to do it again. Promised land. Okay. All right. We have a strong city without walls, having openings for security, with open gates for the righteous to enter. Open the gates. This is not being, this I gotta just say that needs more work. Okay, that's not truthful as I can get it. It can be more truthful. Because they're going to open the gates for the righteous to enter and remain faithful to him, and with a steadfast mind they will keep the peace, for they trust YV. And by trust in YV and forget for in Yah, you will have rest forever. Seeing things here that I don't like. And that is, this needs to be 2 spaces. This is 1 space. Okay. And 2. Now I have to say that there are spaces missing here. Oops. First I gotta do this. This. Whoops. And this. And then make them 12 point. And what this does is that means this is just one piece. I'm pretty sure that's going to read as one piece. Yeah, this is going to be one piece, so I can get rid of this. Now 27, which I'm going to do next, is going to go right here. Okay. So let me go back to the text. Get down to 27. Whoops. Spaces. Okay. So that only took an hour and 10 minutes, which is good. That day, Yah will punish Leva and flying serpent with his fierce and great. And with his fierce and great and mighty sword. So this would be great and mighty sword, even with the twisted serpent. He will kill the dragon who lives in the sea. Well, we all know that these are, although here they're still thinking that there's a dragon living in the sea even today. They just added this in 1977. Oh, how much they are idiots now. They really look stupid now, don't they? And all day we're going to sing of the vineyard again. I, YV, am its keeper. The water is water at every moment, lest anyone damage it. Like somebody can damage what our Creator is going to do. This is, like I said, they have no concept of Creator of the universe. Okay, I have no wrath. Should someone give it to me? This is stupid. This is not true. It's not protection. It's about the salvation. I mean, Jacob is going to take root, Israel will blossom, but our Creator knows that he changed his name to Israel. They seem to still think Jacob is one person and Israel is another, and fill the whole world with fruit. Wow, is everybody happy eating fruit right now? We'll strike him, and who struck down, and he struck others. No. Oh, the east wind is going to spell him on the day. This is some exciting news. Iniquity will be forgiven. No, you don't pardon his sin either. And then they don't understand why his tent for meeting with him was made. When he makes all the altars stones. This is the female goddess name for the female goddess. The calf will graze, and there it will lie down and feed on its branches. I know goats will eat branches. I know rams will eat branches. But a baby cow? Maybe I don't understand that. Maybe they're saying a calf is a ram or a baby, whatever, goat. When its limbs are dry, they are broken off. Women will come and make a fire with them. For the people, what the hell has this got to do with anything? Okay, you preachers out there, every word that in the Bible is correct. Explain that. Oh well. For they are not a people of discernment. Therefore, their Maker will not have compassion on them. Their Creator will not be gracious to them. Now, notice how they have the title Creator here. They don't have that all over the place. So let's go take a look at that. That'll be something to learn while it's being. I'm throwing out everything, but there is something here to learn that they knew about the title Creator. And this is 12, so let's just go to here. And oh, it's in 11. Here it is. Creator. They only use the title Creator once here from this word, Maker. But it's odd that you see, it's like they only use the word Creator once here. So, Esther, I think I even have that name. Yeah, now that I see this, I think I got that noted in my notes. Creator, their Creator will be gracious. Okay. Come about the day that YB will start threshing from the flowing stream, the Euphrates to the brooks of Egypt, and you will be gathered up one by one, gathered up one by one, sons of Israel. I don't think so. They just, a great trumpet will blow. Those who died in the land of Syria and who were scattered in the land of Egypt. Those who were perishing, they will come and worship. Isn't that funny? After they're dead, they can just pop out. Oh, yeah, that's right. They said the earth is going to give birth there above. Okay. That was surprisingly easy. I thought I was going to be here 3 hours a day, really find some good stuff. But nope. Anyways, that's the end of this one. And later today I will do 2 more chapters. So I guess I'm supposed to say follow, subscribe, tell others that there's a guy out here that you need to ask him questions. What the hell is he doing?